And here we are. We're live. Welcome to the Living Laptop with Lily Cha, live from Oregon, USA. Um, welcome everyone, whether you are from the other side of the world. Whether it's evening, morning, or afternoon to you, it is evening here, and so. Um, Thank you so much for tuning in to join us tonight. For those who are new to my page or who doesn't know me, my name is Lily Cha. I am a mother of five. I live in Oregon, USA. I work in the healthcare industry, and I also a digital business owner. So I own this page, and so. Um, Thank you so much for joining us. Tonight, I have invited a special guest all the way from Washington State, who is my neighbor. Yay! Ah, welcome, Serina, and thank you for accepting my invitation
For having me.
and on a busy evening. But anyway, I will give you um, time to introduce yourself and just tell us where you're from, what you do, and from there.
Of
So the floor
course.
is yours.
Yeah. First of all, thank you for having me. And I'm, so happy to meet you first time. It's amazing that we both are in this business for long, and this is the first time we are meeting and talking. Actually,
Yes.
so excited. And Yeah, for people that are on your page. I'm Serina. I am a former Canadian citizen, and I moved to USA like 3 years ago due to marriage. And back in Canada, I was in retail for so many years, over 22 years, and I had my own gas station and convenience stores, and kind of, you can say, offline business. And when I moved to USA, I was, there is a duration of the time period that we go through the immigration, and we are not able to work. So I had enough time to think about what is it that I want to do. And I don't know, this COVID was a blessing in the sky for me or not. So it gives me enough time to think about what I want to do. And looking at the pandemic and all that stuff, I decided not to start an offline business again. And I turned my direction in this online business. And of course, at the same time, I was studying for real estate broker. I'm a real estate broker as well in Washington State. And Yeah, that's all about me. Long story, but I made it short.
Wow. Welcome to the United States.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know it it takes some adjustment to when you are move from one country to another, and
Absolutely.
I totally understand that because when my parent brought me to the United States, I was so little, and it's yeah, it's totally changed my life too. You start to adjust to the new people, the new the language barriers, and so many things, but I'm grateful to be here. Yeah,
Yeah.
and thanks to my parent that they brought me here, so I'm grateful for that. So and you are in this business too, so Serina, tell a little bit what's your reasons why you decide to um, make a move to become a digital business owner after all those years of working as a retail, and you're
Mhm.
owning your own store and gas station, all that.
Um, well, as I said, like earlier, this COVID was the first thing that hit my mind to think that, you know, uh, this offline business, you know, kind of you know, check the offline business and online business together and look at the pros and cons of both of them. And then you know, when I looked at the offline business after, like, you know, 6 months of not being in the offline business, I then realized that it's a lot of headache, a lot of things that you know, at that time when I was in the business, I didn't realize it. Like, for example, you know, I was working so hard, like literally I was for so many years I was working like 7 days. I can say easily 16 hours was like my daily routine. It was like
No.
so easy for me. Sometimes even 20 hours. There was some days that if, like, I'm not exaggerating, I worked 24 hours, like without even sleeping. I was continuously working. And you know, staff issues, they call in sick,
Yes.
the vendors issue, the theft issue, customer issues, so many different issues that I can't even say it. Like, I have to keep on going on and on. But um, and then I realized that this is the pandemic, and if something like this happened, you know, you're in the pandemic, if you notice, there was a lot of businesses that were offline and they literally bankrupted, right?
Hmm. Yes.
So that's why it really hit my mind so hard to think about something like, I was so passionate about real estate, to be honest, because somebody was pushing me so hard for since I was in Winnipeg, and they said, you are so perfect for real estate. And I had that in my mind, that I want to be a real estate broker. But then I wanted to have a plan B beside that, you know, because you never know. You know, today, just take an example of this market right now is so slow when it comes to real estate. You know, people, they don't want to buy houses, people, they don't want to sell their house. So things like this happen in life that make you think about what you want to do on long term in your life. And one of the main reason that I decided to do this online business was traveling, because my husband is an engineer and he travels a lot. And you know, we were like newly married and we wanted to spend more time with each other. So this was the only you know, business that I could do so that I can travel with him. I was just before I we turned on this video, I was telling Lily that I'm traveling with my husband. We are in North Carolina right now. We are in a 2-week trip. He's working on his business, and I'm traveling with him, and I'm working on my online business.
Nice, nice. The flexibility, huh? Oh, I love that. Yes, yes. You can take it with you everywhere you go, you know, and it's global, so you know, it makes life more convenient. I totally agree that. And yeah, I resonate with you too, because you know, working in the healthcare, you I have a strict schedule that you know, you have to be there. And when someone call in sick, you have even though it's your day off, but you know, if they needed me in to
Mhm.
be there, I have to be there, you know. And so and not just that, but I live far from home. My work, it's a long commute for me, so you know, I pretty much gone the whole day. Makes it really hard for me to, you know, sign my kids to, you know, join after school activities, to do things, you know. And so even, you know, even to be there for them, because I, you know, all my older kids there are and they're young adults, but you know, I still have a 10 years old daughter who still need my care, and you know, be there for her. So makes it really tough, not having the flexibility, you know, that you can, you know, work from home, or you can, you know, just so that you can have more time for your family, to care for them, to do other things that you would be able to do, like a normal life, but yes. And I'm just so grateful to have found this. Yes, I
Mm.
totally agree with you. So I know that you talk about how can you share a little bit, how is your regular, how your regular business different from, the business that now we're doing, compared to that? Um, how is that different?
Like my convenience stores business with the online
Yes.
business.
Hmm.
A lot different. It's like literally like a lot different, I can say. As I was telling earlier, too much stress in offline business,
Yes.
because even though like I was my own boss, I didn't have any boss to report to. But issues that the employees have every single day, like they don't want to come to work, they want to
Hmm.
call sick, they're coming late, they want raise, they want this. So their kids are sick, so we have to put up with it, because at the end of the day it's our business. So
Yes.
and then if I don't care about my business, who's going to care, right?
Right.
um, and another issue I can say with the having an offline business is I was stuck. I was literally stuck because I can say it was my fault, because um, I was always against having a partner in a business, because I wanted to be free, to be able to take my own decisions myself.
Hmm.
So if you don't have a partner in your business, offline business, you literally have to do everything by yourself. You can't take a vacation, and you're all by yourself. That was another big issue. Versus my online business, that I can literally work whenever I want. I like now I'm in the hotel, I work early in the morning. I'm an early bird. I get up like at 5 o'clock in the morning. I open my laptop, I'm working on my online business, and then during the day I drop my husband to his work and come back and go around
Hmm.
and do my uh, window shoppings and and meet people. I like to meet people. And one downside to this business is, this business, you just do it by yourself. You don't meet too many people outside, even though you meet like I'm meeting people, nice people like you on social media, but then there is no one that you meet face to face, right? So I love meeting people face to face. There's the downside with that. So yeah, a lot of good things. I'm my own boss, and it's funny because as I said, I was always not in a favor of having any business partners. And guess what, in the online business I have over 130,000 business partners.
Wow. More than you can imagine, right?
Absolutely.
Uh, but
So
the amazing about that is that they're there to lift you up, and
exactly.
so it's just so wonderful with the amazing community. We have so many people with big heart, and they're there to lift you up. They're there to cheer you, and to actually you know uh, walk with you through your journey. So that's the amazing part about this business and this community, is that
exactly.
we're there for each other, and no matter what, and we always lift each other up. So that, and that refer back to what you were saying earlier, that when you don't have a network with other people, um, sometimes you have questions, you can't find the answer to it, right? But in this business, if you have a questions, all you do is reached out and
Yeah.
Someone will step down to help you and to, even though, like, for instance, like you and I, we might have business partner from another country, like in France, right? And so if you are not able to help me, my other business partner over there, if she's still up, she can help me, and so, it's there's always someone there that's available to help you. And due to the time change, right? The time zone that we have, different time zone, while we're up, other people from the other side of the world, they're sleeping, but someone might be, still up, and they will respond to your question. So there's always someone there to help you, and that's why you are doing the business for yourself, but you're not doing alone. And that's the beauty of this too. Yeah. So I know that you touch, a lot of the benefits about this business. Um, how has this basically, do you have any struggle actually when you first started this business, and how have you overcome that?
Hmm, that's a good question. Um, I yes, yes. To be honest, I had some struggles when I first started, and oh, you brought my all my memories back. You know, just like everybody else, when I started, I was thinking, that okay, now I'm starting a business, and boom, like the money is gonna like come in my account like next month, right? Which was not the case. I mean, I have literally seen people so successful right from the month, like first month, and I've seen people like starting their success in the 3 months. So I was the one with the first 3 months. The first 3 months was tough for me because and not that I wasn't computer savvy. I didn't have any like computer issue. I was so comfortable working on my computer.
Mm-hmm.
I had my Facebook before. There is people that they come and they don't even know what is Facebook, and I have to teach them how to start, signing up for Facebook. I didn't have that kind of issues, but there was some stuff that came in my path. During my advertising and all that stuff, and it's all come because we all are not coming from the marketing background.
Mm-hmm.
So some people they really do well, and some people they struggle to reach to their goals. So I think I was one of those that really struggled, but I didn't give up. That was the good thing, that everyone, even my coach, is always like telling me that hats off to you. You really did your best to overcome all the issues. And actually, just today I got a text from somebody. She was saying that, what is the success to your what is the story of your success? And I replied to her, I said, my story is to be positive all the time. And I was like so positive and about this business. And I said, if this person can do it, why can't I?
Right.
So I never give up. So that was one thing, but yeah, I overcome all the issues I had. And I there was so many people. Thanks, I have this opportunity on your live to I'm sure they're watching later. They will watch this video, but I really want to thank them for supporting me, because just like you said earlier, without our team support, sometimes
Mm-hmm.
we feel so lonely, and we feel like, oh my god, this is the end of the day, the life, and I'm gonna stop doing this. But all the support that I had from our business partners really boost me up and push me forward to the success for the business.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yes. And, not everybody is a tech savvy or, have business experience. Even myself, I'm not a big, tech savvy. But, because, the business, like you mentioned that, in marketing, they use different platforms. They use there's so much that we learn from this business, like the training, right? We have free training that we attend, and we learn from it. The although you're not a tech savvy, or you don't have any experience, no problems, because we have the training that are laid out step by steps that you can
Mhm.
learn, and so it doesn't matter what background you are, and it doesn't matter whether you are a computer skills or not. You can always learn as long as you have the desire to learn. Then we are here to teach you and to help you. And so this is one of the best business that I have found, that actually you can you can uh, have a network with your partners, although you are doing your own business, but you're not doing it alone. You have the community there to support you and to guide you, and with all the training that are there to help you, and to succeed. And so this is amazing. um, Besides that, I my last but not least, my last question to you is.
Before you say the last question, when you were talking, it something pop up in my mind. I would like to share that.
Sure.
Um, you know, because of the I can't say struggles, because of the mistakes that I did in the beginning, in the first 2 months of my training. Of course, in the first when I was in it, and I was like getting a little bit edgy, that why this is happening to me and why me and blah blah. But now, after the 2 years or so, when I go back and think about it and look at it in a different way,
Mhm.
I'm happy. I'm so happy that I did all those mistakes, because now, when all the new business partners, they come, and I tell them that, hey, you know what, this is what I did wrong here. This don't do this
Don't
mistake.
do it.
I
Yes.
did it, you don't do it. So I make sure that they don't do my mistakes.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's good sometimes you do mistakes and you correct other people and help them.
Exactly. Yes. Make mistake doesn't mean that you're a failure.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. So you always learn from it. And it's good to have mistake too, because otherwise you wouldn't know what you did wrong, right?
Exactly.
So yes. So my so the last thing I asked you is, what advice do you have for our viewers tonight, and for those who will be watching later, with the replay later? Is there any advice that you have for our viewers, and those who want or searching for a business to do, but they don't know where to start it? What Any advice for our viewers?
Yeah, I will definitely tell them to check this out for sure. You have nothing to lose. Just like it started with a live, for me, I started with a live webinar, but it's a free webinar. You can always watch the webinar, and you don't lose anything. But if you say, okay, you know what, I will try it tomorrow, I will try it day after tomorrow. You may I always say it's never too late to start an online business. But
Right.
on the other side, I always say, if you want to start today instead of tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So definitely check this out. Go to Lily's or my website and enter your name and email address, and watch the free webinar. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays, there is a live webinar. So all the people, you can see them live. You can ask them questions as much as you have. You can ask them questions.
Thank you. And to those who are watching tonight, you all hear from Serina. And so, if you are thinking of making a change to your life, you want something, you want a flexible schedule, you just want change, because you are tired of what you are having now. And or even though you still have your job, like me, I still have my full-time job, and I'm doing this as a part-time, and I enjoy it because it gives me the flexibility to earn and to have multiple income stream. And
Mm-hmm.
so I love my job, and I love my business, and so that's why I'm still here. But any of you who are watching, and you are thinking of looking to do a business, check it out, our free webinar we have every Tuesday and Thursday evening. They're free, there's no cost. And also, if when you join, you have 30 days to check it out. Okay, you have 30 days money back guarantee. um, and from there, once you join, you get to have access to our private community. You get a one-on-one coach consultations to review over, to go over with you, to learn more about the model of this business, and so much more that we cannot just explain it to you in few minutes. It's going to take a whole day to explain it to you. So that's why we have these webinars for you to check it out, to do your due diligence and find out. So if you are interested, log into our website, my website, www.lily-cha.com, or to Serina's website. And, we are here to welcome you to our community. We will help you, guide you through your journey, and you're not doing it alone by yourself. You have us, you have the whole community. And so thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in with us tonight. Really appreciate your time to be here with us. And thank you, Serina, for your time to be here with me tonight, too. And thank you for sharing your story.
Of
It's just
course.
so inspiring. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. And everyone, have a great evening. And until the next episode, I'll see you again. Thank you.
Bye.